Hi guys, good evening. Just few moments more and I'll be ready. Hi guys, good evening. So today we had a wonderful rally. We expected a bounce from 3605 and it never stopped. And we closed really good above the resistance. Now the biggest thing is, are we going to have a follow-up on this move or not? That is going to be very, very interesting. So we will evaluate all of that. And today I'll be doing a little quick because I've been doing a lot of office work, so I need to leave early in the morning. Let me just say hi to all of you. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Vasudha. Hi, Bikram. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Krishna. Hi, CN. Hi, Mitchell. Hi, Shri. Hi, Nilesh. Hi, Chingalala. Yeah, please use your name. It's difficult to call you Chingalala. Hi, Shrikant. Hi, Paresh. Yes, I have a Telegram group. Yes, I'll be posting the link around next week. If anybody is interested, they can join that. Hi, Ali. Good evening, guys. So first come first, let's do our scan, the daily routine. So let's start from open high equal low. It's only Twitter, so not much. Let's go to inside days. Facebook has, Triple Q has, and these are the two in my, I'll be adding Facebook tonight. So I'm gonna remove this. Let's keep monthly ones. Meta. Then we have Triple Q. And Baidu, or say airlines. I'm not doing Splunk. I'm not doing. All right. So that's basically the scan. So let's check what kind of support we had and where things moved. So I'll start from ES. And during the day also, I posted on my Telegram channel regarding this 3660 area. And I showed you the significance of 12 EMA and its holding side. So this is in the morning, around 11 to 12 period, where it was constantly testing this 3660, which was our first target, basing out of it. So it was coming, testing it, holding the 12 EMA, and then it rallied. Once we have a flat base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles back to back. And these are 15-minute candles. So this is an extensive move. And that's why I mentioned that once we cross 3680, and if we hold 3660, we can easily test 3700. And where did we meet? We tested this line right here. And again, this is not something like coincidence. This line, which is the major trend line, has been acting as a good resistance. Last time we failed from it on the daily chart, we went back and made new lows. Let me just change the candles to normal candles. You see right here, we tested that area. This area. Today is a completely bullish engulfing day because we covered the bottom, we bypassed the high and closed above it. So it's a good candle. Again, the anticipation which I had that last week of September might have some buying, that did not happen at all. So uh, that was a lack of buying. It was pure selling, selling, and selling. Today, that money which was sitting on the shelf came into the market, and kind of the word called window dressing, which happened on the very first day. So everything moved up, and there was nothing significant in terms of any news catalyst which came in. But it still has to cross this area to give us any kind of momentum. A positive follow through, supposedly, if we can break 3740, we can have a move towards 3800. And if we can backtest this 3800, that will decide whether we want to have a continuation or we are coming back. Failure of this black trend line, meaning we are going to go lower again. So keep an eye on this trend line. Again, I'm going to zoom it one more time. If you're not able to see it, this is the trend line, the dotted black line. Today, and people who do not know what is bullish engulfing, when your current candle body covers the previous low and the previous high, it is called engulfing, meaning covering the previous body. It's shadowing this previous candle. So here it's telling me that yes, buyers came in and they took and they closed above the previous day high. So this is a really good, uh, I would say, candle pattern. Now 3880, 3695 is really important. Why I'm using 3695? Because 3695 was a previous day high. We closed around 3694. So we closed higher than the previous high, which is actually positive in trend. And we are bouncing right off this. If you go and check SPY, you will see the bounce right from here. I'll show you the SPY as well. And let me just add SPY right there. And I will show you why I don't prefer SPY over ES. Let's look at the SPY. You see SPY is giving me a morning star setup, whereas ES is giving me a bullish engulfing. That's because SPY do not operate on the after hours. And there is a big low 3571, whereas the low here is 3659. So about 2 points difference on SPY between the ES and actual SPY movement. That's why I prefer ES over this line, but more or less they move in alignment, but the gaps on SPY and the gaps on ES are totally different. Now, SPY has a gap right here at 370, whereas I do not have a gap on ES because ES is a continuation. If we break out above 3717, which is the trend line here, roughly 3720, that will give me a positive confirmation that yes, we still have some legs on this and we may follow up to 3740. 3740 gives me confidence that yes, we can move ahead and do. Same thing here. People who do SPY, 372 will give you confidence so that you can see 380, 385. Like first will be the gap 375 and then we'll have 381. All right, that's why I prefer ES over SPY. Now, trend wise, if you look at here, buy above 3605, it came. I only went long about 3650 level once we crossed this level. And I got confidence once we had 3660, which I showed. And I constantly posted on my Telegram channel, which is public channel as well. Right here. See, it's right here. I posted 3663 that it No need to fear. Let it hold this line 3660 test of 12 EMA and it is bouncing. And through the day on 30-minute candle, this persisted. 30-minute and high Kenichi. This persisted. I think that was 15 minutes. So this persisted throughout. Again, we are holding this 12 EMA perfectly on this line. It went down, but it's trying to be there. The test of 3695, the area which we talked, it's still open. If it tests it and bounces, that means it is a back test, which is actually a good confirmation. So people who want to try long can and long there. All right, so let's go into the levels now. Now, ES is still neutral. It needs to cross 3740 to become actually positive. The trend is still neutral. 3740 is my first target, which is the 12 EMA. I can also mention here 12 EMA for people who don't know. Then I have my next target 3802 or 3800. I want a follow-up. And you see 3585 is a multi-year support. So that support came into picture today. And want to see a follow-up. On today's move. Bullish engulfing. All right, now shorting opportunity. Oh, I need to enter. Where should I buy? I want to buy about 37.17 or 37.20. Stop loss is 36.94. I want to sell below 36.80 only. My stop loss is 36.94. My target on the short sides will be 36.35, 36.60, 36.35. Probability 40%. If no follow through, then sell on right market still continues. Let's see. Triple Q. Let's do NQ first. So NQ we talked about that. Yes, NQ again it bounced off 11,068 and closed right on that trend line. So this looks much better in shape as compared to ES. So in this case, I said only buy above 11,075. 11,250 is my stop loss. This our target. We hit 11,300 something. Now 11,250 will become my stop loss. And I would call NQ as positive. And can I buy? I want to buy above today's high, which is 360. So I want to buy about 360. 11,360. If we can break like both the cases, we are trying to buy about today's high. When you say above or buy, close, how many candles? See, it's a choice. I for Haikinishi, I prefer 15-minute and I see the pattern. And if there's a pattern continuation, I jump on in. If pattern is to develop, I wait one candle. That's the only thing I do. I do not do multiple candles. My target is 11,500, which is the 12 EMA, similar to ES. And my second target is 11,650. And I'm 60% bullish on it. Now, if I have to short this, if I lose this area, 250, which is like, or 230, I will go short. 11,230, stop loss 11,250. My target will be 1,068. 11,068. Same logic, bullish engulfing on NQ as well. Now comes to triple Q. Now triple Q is trying here. Same thing, if we can cross 274.50 and above, we can have a move towards 279. Stop loss is now 272. That's the only thing which has improved. Buy above 274.5, which is still there. So stop loss has improved to 272. 12 EMA is at 279. 279. And 284 is the next target. So this is good. Keeping 60% same. And on the short side, if we lose 272, only then I'm going to short this. Sell below 272 and stop loss will be 274.5. Target is 267, which is today's low, and 260. Again, remember, we are still not out of the shekels. We just made a good move today, and that's about it. We are still not out of that area where we have a good strength. We're testing the resistance line. If we can break through, we can have a follow-up. If we can have follow-up move, then yes, gives me a confirmation. Otherwise, no, we can retrace back. How come stop loss on long versus? I'm using stop losses based on the levels, not on the anything else. So if my stop loss here suggests me this is a stop loss, then yes, this is a stop loss. Apple had a bullish engulfing. It bounced right from 137 area. So today we had buy wanted above 141. It never went below 137. So that situation is still open. If we lose 137, Apple can go. But all these times, Apple has come into this area and tried to bounce. Now, if we do a bounce, come back to 145 or 150 and come back, this will become a super head shoulders like over this time. Right now, if we bounce like previous time, we bounced from here, we bounced from here. If we bounce from here up to this mark, which is kind of the shoulder area, that will be a perfect area for short. Again, I don't know when it is going to happen. We are in midway. We bounce right from this area. So let it run up to this mark. And this will be a prime area 148 to 150 will be a prime area for Apple where you can add or accumulate puts. I expect earnings, we could see a massive downside on Apple. Again, market changes very quickly these days. So be very focused on what you're doing. Do not assume things, just take a note of what is happening in front of you and then take a decision. Apple, if I have to buy now, I want to buy above 142.50, or I will say today's high is 143. So let's go above 143. 143. If it stays above 143.25, I'm jumping on it. My stop loss will be 141.50. Target is 145, 148. There are two targets on Apple. I'm still like short on Apple, but for a move to come to that setup, I assume yes, we can see 148. So I'm going to increase this to 60%. On the short side, I will only sell this below 141.50 now. My targets will be 137.50, which is a really, really important support. I doubt we'll break that unless we break 148. We should test 148 before we come down, because that will give a complete head and shoulder move. AMD was the good trade we entered this morning. So AMD 63, 64 area made 66. And as I said, this was the green setup, making a morning star. Inside day, it's still within the inside day range. I want it to show some more strength, but I will keep the half of today's candle body, which is around 65, as my stop loss. So positive 65 is my stop loss. Let's add it above 67. Again, above today's high. Targets are 69, 40, 69, 50, which is the 12 EMA, and 74.50. So has filled the gap inside day. It needs to do a breakout. Like if it crosses 67 area, then I think we'll have some positive move on this. Sandeep, I prefer the close of candle. If you put physical stop losses on your options, they're going to hit as soon as you put them. So better for a candle to close around that price, and then you can exit at that moment. That's why I hardly put stop losses. I recommend you keep them in mind that this is an area where you will exit. If you see a candle, I prefer at least 15 minutes below that price, exit. Amazon, Amazon, I posted Amazon trade firstly on the downside and then on the long side. And I also saw Amazon, and there was one flow which I shared. This is 116 flow, right? And this 116 flow is for this week. And this was persistent. Like at 10:40, it came in from 1.7, 1.78, 1.883, 8492, 9293. And the stock was only like moving 5, 10, 15 cents. The same way the option price was moving. IV was getting higher, and I did not see any closing on this. And during the day, it almost made 117. So I assume it's gonna still hold that position because the move is The cost is about $2 roughly, and it closed at around same price. So tomorrow, if we have a follow up in the market, Amazon should give us some moves because these positions were not closed; these were totally open. And in terms of Amazon chart, again, it came to that 113 area, tested, could not break down, and it's going up. So it's like a good area. Every time it comes to 113, it's holding. It recaptured this area. Now 118 is a prime area, and then 122. Stop loss is 113 clear cut. So Amazon is positive. Stop loss is now 113. Sell below 113 if it goes now. Buy near 116. Yep. Okay, there were only a couple of uh, tickers which were positive. ITSI did 105, and this was the morning star and the blue in color. It worked like a charm. Same thing ENPH, same thing AMD. So in this list, like if you are following this list or you're trying to use a list, make sure you pick up a stock or you pick up a ticker in the direction of the market. Do not try to fight the trend. If market is short, try to pick up something which is short, like Tesla was a short or Microsoft was a short, but it never came into this region. So I never traded that, right? Netflix was a buy, Nvidia was a buy. Market was in this direction. Pankaj Chawda, I don't know how do you come to all this nonsense. I really don't want to go into volumes, but that's pathetic. This is 51 million volume on Amazon. What are you talking about? Just don't come out in your dreams and start posting something on this chart. This is more than the average volume which was happening in Amazon. That's why I recommend people to trust on what you see, not on what you read. You read some Twitter articles, you see you have become an expert and start giving your comments. Focus on what you have on your plate on the screen. All right, so Amazon, the levels are good. We're good for it. Twilio. Twilio also tried 71 area, but could not break out above the 12 EMA. Made a dodgy. Now, I really want to enter into Twilio, but I want to go above 71 now. Not here. I want to buy above 71. My stop loss will be 69.50, which is today's close. And my target will be 73 and 77. 73, 08, 73, and then it is 77. It's an inside week. So I'll just check the move. So in the week candle, it's still in this range, right? It's like did not break below 66, have not moved over 77. Possibly it's making dodgy at this time. If some positive or something happens, this can break out to 77. Keep an eye on this, similar to what we had on ITSI. I'm still keeping it on neutral because the breakout has to continue. CRM finally did a better move today. 143 and roughly made a higher high and higher low. But now I only want to jump onto CRM if it crosses this 12 EMA. Otherwise, I'm not going to do CRM. I'm going to keep CRM to neutral. I wanted to buy above 149 75, and my stop loss will be 147. And I'm looking at 154 and 158. If it cannot cross this, I'll not jump on CRM. ENPH, ENPH again, like it came to that 284 range, tested 289 perfectly to the point, but now it's coming to an area where it has to give up or it will break out. It's consolidating really, really hard in this area. At one time, it was also making inward, like head and shoulders right here. But today we had a follow up. So that dodgy decline, that head and shoulders. Now we have a follow up on this today. So it's very difficult to trade ENBH at this time, because if it has to break out, this was the perfect area. So today I'm going to reduce it to neutral and I'm going to short this because it's not able to break out 12 and 34. I want to short this at this area of 284, short below 284, stop loss is 289, target is 275 and 269. Like 3 or 4 days back to back is not able to break the 1234 EMA, which shows that yes, it's losing momentum. See, one time test, second time test, third time test, fourth time test, fifth time test. If you're not able to break this 12 and 34 and still holding below this area, so it's getting good resistance. There's good selling which is happening. So if market goes down, ENPH is one of my recommended sells. Or even if market relaxes, ENPH is one of my sellers. Etsy, Etsy did perfectly. Tuck, tuck, tuck. It was holding 99 and today it bounced, follow up properly. So 103, 102 is a good stop loss now. I want to continue this, moving stop loss to 102.25, which is a 12 EMA. I just want to see if I can get a dip on this 100 by near 104 to 105. Close at 105, but if we can get some dip, target is 109 and 116, 109, 116. Mr. Chavda, if it was a question, anybody who is reading on this line, on this chat, can easily see it was not a question. It was a statement. When you're asking question, there's a different way of asking question, just not saying a simply plain word. That's fine. If you are positive on EN page, that's totally fine. Walmart did contra move today and made a higher low, managed to close above 132. So I am neutral on Walmart because I was short. My stop loss is 130, 150 now. Till the moment it is holding 131, it's all right. I want to break above 132.75, which is by above 132.75 of today's high. Target is 133.50, and the next target is this area, 134.75. It is an inside week in Walmart, so that continues. Nothing changes over there. D-Dog D-Dog finally is able to crack 91 and close around that. That gives me a good confidence. Now I want to buy above 91, and this stock can actually move and move very quickly, more swiftly. So can go to 96 and 104. It's now an actual morning star. Gravestone leading to it's now a morning star. Not a perfect morning star, but yes. Stop loss is 89. Move to positive. Microsoft was consolidating in the same range, and now it tried to break out, but still 12 EMA has to be breached. So if it crosses 12 EMA, which is 241.30, I'm just going to keep it neutral by above 241.30. Stop loss is 238.75. Again, these are only for next level. I don't think we have legs for big moves, but whatever we can see, we should take them. Tested 12 EMA. And again, if you lose 238 on this, on like if you lose any of the stop losses, the idea is you reverse your direction. You do not stick with your, because I cannot add the reverse or negative side trades for all of them. In some of the cases where I have surety, I have posted that, but in most of the cases, I'm just recommending if you lose these levels, just reiterate and go back to your previous levels. Netflix is holding on to that cup and handle formation. This is one stock which I am positive if it breaks out about 249, that could be a massive move into the earnings. So it's trying its best. Like it came to that 230 area one more time, handled and hold this 1234 clearly. Now we just need to breach this 243 area, 244 area. Stop loss is 235. So I'm gonna update Netflix stop loss is 235, buy near 237.38. Because Netflix has potential to give up the gains. Nvidia, like AMD, Nvidia also moved today, almost near the 12 EMA, which is 127. Yesterday it was 128. So I want to buy this above 127 now. 127.50. If it crosses that, it's good. Otherwise, my stop loss is 125.50. Targets is 134 and 141. 133, 133.50, 141. Again, it's a hammer continuation. And this snow. Again, tested 161. It's not able to break above this area. So I'm just giving one more try. If it closes above 174, I will go long. Stop loss, moving to 170 now. Yeah, it's the same thing. So last try on snow. It goes to that area of 174, but not able to breach. It was struggling to 34, like for last 7 sessions. It's not able to break. So if momentum is lost, it went down, and but somehow with the market it went up. So I'm giving it one more try. In case of ENPH, we did not went down like that. So there's a possibility of ENPH losing the momentum. Here it got the momentum back, posted a hammer, not a clean hammer. So let's see if we can have a follow through on snow. Last is Tesla. As I posted Tesla, it's a sell. It tested the 265, tested the trend line perfectly, 243, closed around that. Now we had the gap. It filled that gap, created its own gap, but in terms of uh, weakness, it's showing a massive M pattern where we can see roughly around 206 area on Tesla. So I'll be selling this with 253 area. If it comes to that, uh, sell 253 is my stop loss. Sell on the rise 246 to 248. Target is 233, and then target is 220. And again, I'm 70% confident on Tesla put. So that's about it, guys. Uh, all right. I'm not taking any questions because I have to do the work, but I'll try to answer if you post something on Twitter that related to these stickers. I'll try to answer those stickers. So thank you for tonight, and hopefully tomorrow also gives us a clean trend day. If not, I'll be sitting out. I'll not be jumping because today we had a clean day. Most possibly, we may have a consolidation day tomorrow. So I'll be watching out, not rushing into trades, small but precise trades, one or two. That's it, nothing else. Thank you, guys.